Greetings, YouTube. I support an American's right to bear arms. In fact, the only people I believe who should be prevented from owning firearms are convicted felons. Pretty much everybody else, in my opinion, should have at least one firearm in their home. I actively oppose those who would control people's ability to purchase firearms. This puts me at odds with President Obama's stance on gun control in one of the few areas where I disagree with him. I don't think we need additional laws concerning gun control, because the only people that are affected by laws that deal with gun control are law-abiding citizens. Criminals will always ignore a gun control law. If I could snap my fingers right now and make every firearm in the world disappear, and every factory that makes firearms disappear, I would predict that within an hour, 60 minutes, there would be a new firearm in the world. And the person that holds it is going to have control of people who don't. And so long as there is one firearm in the world, I want to be the one holding it. Because if a person is going to break the law, say rob someone or murder someone, breaking an additional law, a gun control law, isn't even going to make them blink. I always found Sam Colt's attributed comment that God made man equal. God made man, but Sam Colt made them equal. Because by putting firearms in the hands of every person who wanted to own one, size no longer mattered. I know this is an unpopular position, especially amongst people who consider themselves to be liberal, and puts me at odds with many of the people I know, both online and in person. I'm not necessarily advocating everyone carry a firearm at all times. I realize that is not for everyone. I don't have a carry permit. I don't know if I would ever actually have one. But I do think that people should have the access to them, because they're tools. They're a very specific tool, mind you, but they're tools. And I'm an advocate of people owning and using tools. I also should point out that I'm kind of not pleased with the NRA, the National Rifle Association, because they're lobbyists. And I'm opposed to lobbyists. I've listened to their political points of view, I've read their literature, and they often come off sounding like gun-toting nutjobs, which is a pity, because while they have a valid point, it's been swallowed by their rhetoric. I had one call me up once and then play me a tape recording of their president discussing some upcoming laws that they feared, and then offer me to become a member, paying them for the privilege. I was a member of the NRA when I was a teenager. I let it lapse, and I haven't signed up again. I don't shoot much. In fact, I don't think I've actually fired a firearm in 15 or 20 years. But I know how to, and again, I support people's rights to own firearms and use them, both as recreation, hunting, and self-defense. An additional reason I support people's owning firearms is as a defense against their government. Because I fear the U.S. government and its ability to crush the dissent and control people in ways that I'm not comfortable with, far more than I fear your ordinary street-level criminal.